Hi there. Thanks for joining me. If you're watching this, you probably saw my lengthy introduction video. Like I promised, I'm going to keep this one a little shorter. This is a drill that we call supine 90-90 breathing. Supine meaning on your back, 90-90 because your knees and your hips are both bent at 90 degrees. So I'm going to model it for you, and I'm going to try and talk through it as I'm doing it, and we'll see how it goes. This is all new to me, these selfie videos. I usually would be videoing my client doing this. So here goes. You're gonna get yourself a chair. You can do it up against a wall, but I like having the chair because it will encourage you to put some downward pressure, so that'll help you to not go into that rib flare position I was talking about before and engage a little bit more into your hamstring muscles. So the way you want to start is, if you have neck discomfort, or you are a person who tends to live in what we call that forward head position, you might need a little support of a little pillow under your head, because the last thing I want you to feel is tension in your neck. So if you need a little rolled up towel or something to help you here, that's perfectly fine. So again, the posture points we want to think through are long neck, chin back, chest wide, and ribs down. You're going to put a little bit of pressure into your heels so that you should feel your low back relaxed and almost rounded into the ground, so that you're not arching through that low back at all. Your eyes are going to go up towards the ceiling. This is one of those moments where you actually don't want to close your eyes. You want to be focused. You can rest your arms at your side, but when you're first starting this, it can actually be helpful to put your hands on your belly and your lower belly, or the sides of the ribs, because the idea is that we want to, on the inhale, inflate all the way in 360 degrees from these lower ribs all the way down to the bottom of the pelvis, into the back, ribs out to the side. Like it's one big balloon we're trying to inflate on the inhale, and then slowly contract on the exhale. In this way of breathing, we're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. Ultimately, we should all be breathing through our noses all of the time. Our noses were really what are meant to be our breathing mechanism, not our mouth. Our mouth is meant for talking and eating. But for most of us, exhaling, getting any power with our exhale through our nose is really hard at first. So feel free to exhale through your mouth. You're going to inhale as much as you can, then hold for a second or two, because that's going to encourage your brain to want to do a better exhale. So you're going to inhale as much as you can, hold for a second or two, and then you're going to slowly let air out of that balloon, almost like you're letting air out of a tire slowly. A slow, controlled exhale is what's really going to help our nervous system to calm down. And additionally, it's also going to help you to strengthen all of those muscles of the abdomen that everybody is always talking about, that core, strengthen your core. That really happens. After you've gotten a good, big, good quality inhale, you can start to get a really strong, good quality exhale, okay? So I'm gonna model a couple. So again, nice long neck, chin back, chest wide, ribs down, a little bit of pressure into that chair. Think of the feet coming backwards just a little bit towards your shins, so that you don't start overworking your calves. Okay, so nice big inhale. Make sure you breathe everything out. Squeeze all of the air out of your abdomen before you re-inhale. When you first start, I want you to focus mostly on being able to fill the place between your lower ribs and your belly button. That's the easiest place to fill at first. And then once that gets pretty easy, Think about touching your lower belly from your belly button down to your pelvis. That's usually the next easiest place. Thirdly, think about filling the rib cage outwards this way, like it's an umbrella that's opening up, but not at the expense of the ribs going like this. You want to think about the ribs coming out that way. And then finally, thinking about filling up the back. That often is the ribs out to the side and the back tend to be the hardest for people. So start with those first two places. Start with the lower ribs to the belly button and the belly button to the lower pelvis. And again, if you can do it for a couple minutes at a time, a couple times a day. If it's in the evening, perhaps you want to diffuse or smell a little lavender oil, something that will help you to relax. And in the mornings, if you're looking to energize, maybe smell some eucalyptus or lemon. You could even, brew some lemon tea, something that's going to invigorate your senses and will only bolster what this breathing will do for you. So again, thanks for spending some time with me. Obviously, I love this stuff and I would love to talk with you more about it. So I'm around. I'm a full-time mom right now, but my daughter naps for a good couple hours midday every day, and I'm checking email. So I'm happy to connect with you either in the evenings or sometime when my husband's around, because I love this stuff and I would love to help you in whatever way that I can. So thanks for sticking with me, and I will look forward to hearing from some of you. Thanks so much. Be safe.